And he looks back down at his paper and goes, David Gaylord. And then I'm like, oh, geez. And I look around and my brother's pointing at me going,
just looking at you.
Like that. And I went, oh, you. And I was trying to went,
yeah.
I was like, yeah. I was like, President.
Yeah, there's a Gaylord here.
Anyway, we got in there and we bloody won the grand final, and then that's actually how I ended up playing footy. Actually, I ended up going down to Randwick in Sydney and playing from there. There was a scout up there, but anyway, yeah. So there was that time, and there's the one over in Norway when my brother called us over. We got on there, we won. It was just gold.
Listen, Max has done a few interviews where he's gone viral. He does some weird stuff out on the pitch. Obviously, you had a lot of them. Did you start to feel the pressure during those times when you had to be on your A game, making people laugh all the time with all that sort of stuff?
Oh, I mean, it was fun initially because it wasn't so big, and you just sort of chill with it and have some fun. But then, yeah, I mean, there is a point where people sort of come up to you all the time and they're just saying, like, they're just like, say something funny like this on the spot.
Yeah.
You're just like, they're like, oh, give us one of your best quotes. And I'm like, yeah, well, it doesn't work like that because you've got to have a scenario or a scene to be able to drop it in because that's the right one for that situation. Yeah. You can't say something that's completely out of context in a nightclub or at a bar to someone. That makes no sense. But yeah, I mean, it's still good though, because either way, it's about keeping it alive, keeping that vernacular, that Australian slang, that rhyming, that Cockney slang that you blokes buddy all about as well. So it's important we keep that buddy shit alive so that the younger generation can use it to bamboozle everyone.
Believe it or not, I know you're busy. You're out there in the outback doing absolutely fuck all, mate. But so we'll let you go in a second. We'll let you go. But the last thing, obviously, you're doing these nature shows now off the grid with the badger. I watched one last night just to make sure I was up to speed on it, mate. Good laugh. But you must have had some close shaves with a few dangerous animals. What's the closest or scariest experience you've had, like close to death with that sort of stuff? Because there's got to have been a few out there.
Ryan.
Yeah, there's a good question. There has been a couple of encounters. One that would probably be, pretty serious. So I was out, we were catching wild buffalo and cattle balls in Northern Territory, and there was so at the end of the day, so at the start of the day, you go out the chopper overhead. You got a truck with an metal arm that grabs the bulls, and then you drive them over to a tree, and then you tie them to the tree, give them some water, and then you get back in the truck and you're off again to get the next one. And then at the end of the day, you come back with the big truck and you load them into the truck. And I've come back to do this, and I'm walking through, and I've seen there's one over here, there's one over here on this tree, and I'm like, I should be right going through the middle. Oh, no. Tired, end of the day, make dumb decisions through fatigue, and I've walked through, and I just heard the hooves just spun around, and it was about 2 meters from me, and it had about 5-6 meters of rope. And I was like, oh no. And I took two, I went 1, 2, and then it was bloody here. And I've just gone, oh shit, I bent like there's covered sort of my vitals, tried to cover me back and lungs, and then he put one straight through me in me back, and it just missed my kidneys.
What?
So
oh shit.
I'll try and show you the bloody thing.
Man.
Yeah, I think it's about so it's about there.
Got the old forgot the budgies, but pulled them right up. Yeah, I can see the scar. I can see a lot more as well.
I can see that.
A hell of a lot more. If you bend over a little bit more, Badge.
Oh.
So
the getaway sticks are still mighty.
So that was bloody scary, mate. I had to get I got airlifted to a hospital about 80 k's away by a little tiny chopper. They just sort of jumped down and wrapped this bandage around and get the compression on, because once it happened, it learned like a popping sound, and then I put my hand back to grab it, and like these 3 fingers all went into my they all went in my back by that far. So I was like,
Oh shit!
yeah, it was pretty gross, but yeah.
Was that Arnhem Land? Is it?
No, that was the croc one. Nearly got bloody dusted by a croc in Arnhem Land. But no, that one was in Bullo, so it's in Northern Territory.
Northern Territory.
And again, my point proven. Why are we over in the UK? Well, I suppose you're putting yourself in those situations.
He's gone looking for it. Yeah, he's gone to the Northern Territory.
You blokes, you got to bloody spread your wings. Otherwise, what story are you going to be able to tell your grandkids? Oh yeah, I went out and had a bloody double, triple mocha latte at one of those bloody fancy restaurants.
Very true, mate. Very true.
Hey, Badge, you know Moz is opening up like an absolute fleet of cafes in Bristol. Luke Moran. He's just got the Antipodean coffee culture. Yeah, he's opened up a goddamn fleet of them. It's doing really well. He's killing it, pal. It's called the Barra.
Big Mozza. I tell you what, he's bloody quick. He's a skillful, quick bastard. He's I actually got to catch up with him again. He's so you're saying he's running the coffee front because, mate, no bull dust. I've only started on coffee last year. Was my first year starting on coffee.
What? Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Right.
I always thought you were all weak as piss for needing a coffee to get going in the morning. Turns out it's like a supercharge. You just bloody jam one in there and you're off like a rat up a drain pipe.
Quick fire, mate. What's your biggest regret and what's your biggest highlight, just to finish off?
Biggest regret. Fuck.
Running between them two fucking balls by the sound of it.
No, I survived, so that's a positive. But mate, biggest regret in life.
Yeah.
I fucking don't. I don't. I've always said to people, I've been asked this question before. I've never actually been able to answer it because I don't see it that way. I think because it's the duality of everything. The regret, exactly means the thing that you've learned or grown the most from. So it's kind of like the thing you're grateful for is the biggest regret. It sort of taught you more than anything you'll ever come across.
Too bloody right.
That's the bright bloody answer.
No regrets. Highlight
would be, I think bagging that meat there at Twickenham against the Poms was that was gold. That was just bloody gold. Or singing the national anthem in the change room in Rosario there after the debut. How good. Badge, mate, thank you so much. You've been an absolute legend.
It's been very good.
All the best, mate, and take it easy.
Good on you, fellas. Keep tagging and bagging.
Will do.
Good stuff.
See you later, bro. Let's wrap it up there, Maxie boy. It's been wonderful to have the Badger on, to be back with you again, mate.
Oh, how good.
I missed
you dearly.
We don't really need Mark, but it'll be good to have him back next week because this was too hard to do. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the RugbyPass Offload.